The purpose of this training is to learn how to administer the quarterly district writing prompts. The district writing prompts were created in part to mirror state assessments and to prepare students in order to take the state assessments. As such, some of the directions have been taken from those state assessments, and they should be administered in a similar fashion to the state assessments and given in one sitting if at all possible. To find the writing prompt information, go to SSD Life in the Curriculum and Professional Development site, and then there will be a writing prompt folder under the SSD Schools Assessments. Inside that folder, you will find subfolders for each quarter, and you will find directions on how to give the writing prompts as well as the rubrics for grading the writing prompts. The quarterly folders will not appear until it is time to administer the test. You should receive an email approximately a week before the window opens so that you have some time to prepare to administer the assessments. There are separate directions for administering the assessment in grades K2 versus 312. For K2, you will be reading the article aloud to the students and then reading the prompt to them. You may project or provide copies of the article if you choose. For grades 3 through 12, the directions read, provide a copy of the articles and prompts to each student. Read the following statement. You will be responding to a writing prompt. First, read the prompt to understand the task, then plan and draft your essay. Finally, write the final draft of your essay. As a note for 6th grade argumentative, students are not required to include a counterclaim as it is not required by the 6th grade standards. Please score 6th graders accordingly. Now let's look at some examples of the essays. This is a narrative writing prompt for grades 3 through 5. The directions are at the top for the student. The article describes the effects music can have on a person's emotions. Write a narrative about a time music has had an effect on your emotions. Be sure to include narrative elements such as description, sensory details, and dialogue. Use details or examples from the passage to support your narrative where appropriate. Also provided is the writer's checklist. And then if you continue to scroll down, you'll see the article for the students to read. The next writing prompt example is for grades 9 through 12. This is the 4th quarter writing prompt, and because grades 6 through 12 have blended writing assignments, you'll see in the directions for the student, your essay should blend writing from at least 2 genres, argumentative, expository, and or narrative. There again are directions for the student that should mirror the state assessments as well as the writer's checklist. In grades 6 through 12, you will find 2 passages for the students to read so they can combine information from both in their essays. To grade the essays, we have a rubric provided, again, on that folder in SSD Life. For K2, there are 7 categories in which to rate the students. There's ideas, organization, voice, word choice, sentence fluency, conventions, and presentation. And you can see in each category, they build from left to right, from experimenting to advanced. And there are some guidelines on whether or not an essay should score in each of those categories, as well as an overarching key question to help with grading. For grading, a student would receive 1 point if they are experimenting, 2 for emerging, 3 for developing, and so on up to 5 points. In grades 3 through 12, there are 6 categories to grade in: ideas, organization, conventions, word choice, sentence fluency, and voice. You can see this one set up a little bit differently with a rating scale of a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, guidelines for each of those. In these categories of 3, 4, and 1, 2, you should use your best judgment to decide if a paper is a 3 or a 4 or a 1 or a 2. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to anybody in the curriculum and assessment department, and we'll be happy to help you out.